Positive thinking evokes more energy, more initiative, and more happiness. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about overcoming negativity with positive thinking. Enjoy. Negative thought patterns can creep into your mind without you even realizing it. They often show up as self-doubt, fear, or constant worry about worst-case scenarios. These thoughts may feel automatic, but they can have a significant impact on how you view yourself and the world around you. When negativity takes over, it clouds your judgment, lowers your energy, and makes challenges seem bigger than they are. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward breaking free from them. Start by paying attention to the language you use when talking to yourself. Do you find yourself thinking, "I'll never figure this out," or "nothing ever goes my way"? These are clear signs of negative thinking. Becoming aware of these thoughts is empowering because it allows you to question and challenge them. And it's important to remember that you are not your thoughts. Just because a negative idea crosses your mind doesn't mean it's true or that you have to believe it. By acknowledging these patterns and committing to change, you take the first step toward replacing negativity with a more positive and empowering mindset. Positive thinking is not about ignoring problems or pretending that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about approaching life with optimism and focusing on solutions rather than obstacles. When you choose to think positively, you shift your perspective from one of limitation to one of possibility. This mindset has a powerful impact on your emotional well-being and how you handle life's challenges. The power of positive thinking lies in its ability to reframe how you see the world. For example, instead of seeing failure as an end, you begin to view it as a learning opportunity. When you focus on the potential for growth and improvement, setbacks feel less overwhelming, and you're more likely to keep moving forward. This approach also builds your resilience, making it easier to bounce back from difficulties. Positive thinking is a choice you make every day. While you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. By choosing optimism and hope, you create a mental environment that supports growth, success, and happiness. Shifting your mindset from negative to positive takes practice, but it's absolutely possible. The first step is to catch yourself when negative thoughts arise. Instead of letting them spiral, pause and question them. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Or, what evidence do I have that this is true? Often, you'll realize that the negative thought isn't as grounded in reality as it feels. Once you've identified a negative thought, try replacing it with a positive or neutral alternative. For instance, if you're thinking, "I can't do this," reframe it to, "This is challenging, but I'm capable of figuring it out." This shift in language helps you approach the situation with more confidence and calmness. Another effective way to shift your mindset is to focus on gratitude. When you take the time to acknowledge what's going well in your life, it naturally redirects your attention away from negativity. Over time, these small shifts in how you think add up, creating a more positive and empowering outlook. Cultivating positive thinking requires practical techniques that you can incorporate into your daily life. One powerful method is practicing affirmations. Positive affirmations are simple statements like, "I am capable," or "I choose to focus on the good," that you repeat to yourself. These statements help rewire your brain, replacing negative beliefs with empowering ones. Another technique is mindfulness. By staying present in the moment, you can observe your thoughts without judgment and redirect them when negativity arises. Mindful breathing or short meditation sessions can help calm your mind and refocus your energy on the present. Journaling is also a great tool for cultivating positivity. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for or something positive that happened. This practice trains your brain to notice and appreciate the good in your life, even on difficult days. By committing to these techniques, you're actively building the habit of positive thinking. Positive thinking doesn't eliminate challenges, but it does transform how you approach them. When you focus on the positive, you're more likely to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. This mindset allows you to tackle problems with confidence and creativity, which increases your chances of finding solutions. For example, Imagine you're faced with a tough project at work. A negative mindset might tell you it's too difficult, leading to stress and procrastination. A positive mindset, on the other hand, might frame it as a chance to learn new skills or demonstrate your abilities. This shift not only reduces stress, but also motivates you to take action and do your best. Over time, positive thinking becomes a tool for personal growth. It helps you see the silver lining in difficult situations and builds your resilience. Instead of feeling defeated by challenges, you start to view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and move forward. Building a habit of positivity requires consistency and intentionality. One way to start is by setting aside time each day to reflect on the positive moments. This could be during your morning routine, at the end of the day, or even during a quiet lunch break. The key is to make positivity a regular part of your life. Surrounding yourself with positive influences also makes a difference. Spend time with people who uplift and encourage you, and try to limit exposure to negativity, whether it's from media or certain environments. Positive thinking is contagious, and being around optimistic people can inspire you to adopt the same mindset. Finally, be patient with yourself. Shifting from negativity to positivity is a journey, not a switch you flip overnight. There will be days when negativity feels stronger, and that's okay. The important thing is to keep practicing and reminding yourself of the benefits. With time and effort, positivity becomes second nature, creating a foundation for a happier, healthier life. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.